Okay, I messed with some things. You'll notice that the lighting looks way better. Way better. So I messed with some things, and now I fixed the sound. Thank you. I was trying to fix my lighting and all of that. And you may notice it looks a lot better, more colorful, brighter. Well, no, I didn't get a new camera, but I got a light. I was telling my wife that I had problems with the lighting in this office, and someone said it looked like the first season of The Office, and I was watching that, and I was like, yeah, that looks pretty bad. She has a ring light that clips and gave it to me, and I was hooking that up. So it goes from, hold on, let's look at the difference, right? It goes from this, terrible, to, there we go. We have some lighting. We have some light. We have some light. We have some light. We have some light. Much better. I'm very happy. The forehead shine, I know. I can't do anything about it. I've got a big forehead. That's life. I have blemishes. I have flaws. I am who I am, unfortunately, for all of you. Yeah, so it's here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You want the lineup? You want the lineup? You want it? We got a new lighting is what we want. You want the lineup? I think we want the lineup. I think everybody wants the lineup. The posts are starting to happen. Things are starting to come out. So we might as well, right? Let me just look. Make sure I don't go too early before other people. Yeah. You want the lineup. I want the lineup. What is the lineup? Buy a do-rag. Yeah, I can't do that. One sec here. Lineup time. Cannot buy a do-rag, I'm sorry to say. So I'll tell you, yes, Matthijs de Ligt does not start today for Manchester United. That isn't a huge surprise. Matthijs de Ligt was not doing a full preseason, okay? And he was never going to be totally ready for the first game. I think we talked about that earlier in the week. There was a signing who has had a full preseason, and he will be starting. And I think that is a big bonus for us that he is starting. Now, I want to show you something really quick. Let me just do this. This was the voted for lineup. Voted for. Let me be clear. This is not the lineup today, okay? This was what you all voted for yesterday when we did this video and voted for the healthy players and said, who do we want to start, right? This is what you voted for, okay? So this is what you wanted. This is what this is what you were looking for and hoping to have happen. This is not the lineup. Okay, this is what you wanted. So it is going to be a little bit different than what we voted for. But I do think people are going to be quite happy. I do think people are going to be quite happy. So we could take this out and say, my captain, no, just kidding. My favorite player, Harry Maguire, who everybody gives me a hard time for, starting with Lisandro Martinez in the back line is what we're expecting to see here. Harry is fit. Harry came off early to save his energy, and yeah, he was being prepped to start in the he was prepped to start in the main team for the start of the season. We know that. So yeah, Harry Maguire, someone that the club still really like. I keep telling you this, and people don't believe me. I don't know why. I don't know why people don't believe me when I say this. But if you're just joining, this is not the whole line. This is not the lineup, by the way. I've taken the voted lineup, which had Matthias de Ligt, because I'm positive this is going to get posted up on Twitter and things like that. I took the voted lineup and I'm changing it shortly. I'm going to drag this out because I do not want to leak the team too early. And I know that it's pretty much time anyway and all of that, and it doesn't matter. But it's just on principle. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I know that teams come out 15 minutes earlier this year publicly, which is, I think, a good thing. Let me ask you, let's do a little bit of poll. Maguire at RiceCB, happy, sad, understandable. I want to see your view. I want to see your views on this, okay? Maguire at right center back for this game. Are you happy? Are you sad? Is it understandable? Yep. Might Con Air have anything to do with Ugarte? What would Con Air have to do with Ugarte? What would Con Air have to do with Ugarte? Oh, man. All right. Understandable. Understandable. That was the answer. Understandable. A little more happy than sad. Yes, please like the stream. Please do all of that because we're going to get into it. Oh, because he's in prison and being held against his will. No. That is not why. Now, before we go into the next one, I do have a little bit, I do have an intro, okay? And it is made by Jevin. And it's absurd. And don't take it as an insult, please. Jevin makes them. I post them. Some of them are Oh my God. All right. Absolutely demented. Absolutely demented. I don't know. I have no idea. So all right, Sharon, Mount False 9 with Rashi and Ahmad looking good, Jay. Yeah, something like that. Oh my God. That is too funny. I saw that and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to post that, but we're going to do it. We're going to... I don't know if I'll get away with it, but it is what it is. All right, so I can confirm this. Lisandro Martinez, Harry Maguire, the pairing with Mazraoui at left back is what's happening. Now, in the midfield, we have a huge change here. And I won't tell you why. Oh, I can't even put him in. I know. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Of course, Copy Manu's starting. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Okay? Sorry, I had to. I had to. I had to have some fun. I had to have some fun. Yeah. Rashford and Ahmad start on the wings. Rashford and Ahmad start on the wings. Yes. Rashford and Ahmad start on the wings. Yeah. Rashford and Ahmad start on the wings. I know a lot of you are going to be very happy. You voted for that. You voted for that. Sorry. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling quite happy. Yes, Rashford and Ahmad start on the wings, and I think we will be seeing Joshua Zirkzee as a substitute. So essentially, it is the team that we've been seeing preseason, right? Rashford and Ahmad on the wings. When everybody's back, this is what we're seeing. The biggest thing is that we have Mazraoui now. And that just makes sense from a fitness perspective. I'd hoped Zirkzee would be ready, but I guess he's not. Yeah. Unless I'm mistaken. No, yeah, Mason Mount is starting. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, pretty much the FA Cup team with well, not really the FA Cup team because you had Amrabat, you had Garnacho. It's the Community Shield team, I think is what you meant, but with Mazraoui. So that's the team. That's what we have. That is what will play for United today. I think this is a great team. I think this is a really, really strong team. The back line, I think, is fantastic. We need a midfielder, obviously. I think this has a chance of being really good. I love the wings. I'm really happy with this. That's what we expect. So, yeah. What do you think? Give me a rating on this team. Let's go 1 through 3, 4 through 6. Now, I want to contextualize this. Given the players that we could pick, obviously on the team, where do you rate this contextually? I'm not saying like as a team overall, but given the players that we could pick, Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I'm quite happy with it, Yeah, I mean, like comparatively, obviously we have compared to the vote that you all had, the only things are Zirkzee and De Ligt, right? Compared to the vote, Zirkzee and De Ligt. And I think that we would all agree with that it would be ideal if we had Zirkzee and De Ligt playing right now and then Bruno into the 10. Yeah, so I think we're all pretty happy overall with it. 7 to 8, I think that's good. I think that's a fair representation. If you're voting 1 through 3 right now, I think, get a little bit of optimism in your soul. Sergio Morales, no De Ligt and no Garnacho is kind of crazy. Well, I told you I would be surprised if Garnacho would be dropped. I will talk about Ugarte, by the way. I will. I would be surprised if Garnacho was dropped because, well, I guess he's not dropped. It's just fitness. It's fitness. It is what it is. It's fitness. And he needs to be fully fit. And, he hasn't had the full preseason. Ahmad has. That is what it is. On the bench, what we've got is Garnacho, Zirkzee. I mean, think about our bench. Garnacho, Zirkzee, Eriksen, McTominay, De Ligt, Antony. I don't think Sancho is there. I think we're going to see that in a minute. Lindelof and Evans, I suppose. Collier. So, yeah, pretty good. I don't think Sancho is there. We're going to find out in like 2 minutes, but I don't think Sancho is there. I don't know. He wasn't pictured, and there's reason to believe he might not be there. Let's see in 2 minutes if he's on the bench, okay? Yeah. Let's see. There's obviously been some rumors today about Sancho potentially leaving, right? There was some reports of Chelsea overnight and all that. We'll have to see. Con Air was nothing. It was just like an ugly picture gif of Nicolas Cage in the fresh air, in the fresh start of the new season. I think you guys read into my gifs too much. That was it. Nothing special. Nothing special about it. Yeah, but no Sancho, maybe. We have like 30 seconds and we can confirm that. Wasn't pictured, and there's some reason to believe that he's not there. So, I don't know what to say about that. Obviously, like, I thought that Fabrizio's kind of tweeted about it today, and I said, yeah, he is not on the bench. Confirmed. He is not on the bench. Let's look. The lineup is officially out. He is not on the bench. Yep. I didn't think that he would be, but yeah, not on the bench. Xerxes, Garnacho, Anthony, McTominay, Eriksson, Collier, Evans, De Ligt, and Bayendier. No Amos. I told you he would not be there. No Lindelof, which is interesting. Might just still be a fitness issue, but he's certainly on the cusp of leaving. But I told you Amos would not be there. I know people tend to disagree with certain things I say, but I told you that he would not be there. Not on the bench. I'm sure stuff will come out in terms of an explanation shortly, but no, McTominay is here. Yeah, but it has its reasons. It has its reasons, and it's certainly something to keep an eye on. Overall, what do we think? What do we think of this? I mean, the subs is strong. I know, right? Numerical order is crazy. The subs is strong. Look, De Ligt, and Garnacho, Xerxes. You have some good players in there. Collier, Eriksson. I think McTominay. Like, these are good subs. These are good subs. And when you have Euro back, it'll get even better. Højlund back, it'll get even better. I think we have a strong bench. Yeah. I think Xerxes is a game changer. I think Xerxes is going to come on later on and make a big difference. I think that in the second half, we'll probably see some of this, right? We'll see at some point in the game, because he needs match minutes, right, to get fit. We'll see Xerxes come on. We might see Collier come into the midfield, potentially. We could see De Ligt come in. Yeah, our fullbacks. And that's why we still need a fullback, right? Because there's just nobody. There's nobody there. And then Garnacho, yeah, on the wings. And McTominay could come in for goals, I mean, depending on what we do. But interesting situation with Sancho not being there. Got a message from someone overnight about that, and I was like, goddamn. Okay, I guess we'll see what happens. So something we're going to have to watch, I think United have done well to maintain his value, and keep it, but yeah. Yep. No, I don't think a fight, I don't think there's a big drama or anything like that. It's just the reality of the situation with Sancho. He's not, they've made up, but I said it's not like everybody's on it's like, it would still, if something presents itself, if there's an opportunity, he would still leave. It's not a discipline issue. It wasn't something like that. It's nothing like that. Maybe he's on the cusp of leaving. Maybe it's something else. We'll see. So we're going to have to just wait on that and find out. It is what it is. It's not a fight. It's nothing like that. Don't spin off the deep end. Try not to. I know that's hard to do, but try not to. So, what else do we want to talk about? What else do we want to talk about? We definitely do want to talk about some things. I didn't see the Fulham team. What is the Fulham team? Yeah. Leno, Tete, Diop, Calvin Bassey, Anthony Robinson, Lukic, Pereira, Andres. Adama Traore starting. Emil Smith-Rowe, Iwobi, Rodrigo Muniz. Adama Traore against Mazraoui. That's an interesting one. That'll be an interesting matchup for us. Hopefully he's able to get forward. We paid Adama Traore at the start of last season, didn't we, in the first game? And he absolutely just ran through us over and over again. So was it not last year? I was Wolves, and for some reason was he at Wolves last year? I don't remember. There's so many times I've watched Adama Traore just run through our team, and frustrating. Gives me some nightmares. Yeah, Wolves. Yeah, Wolves. Well, I know it was Wolves. I just couldn't remember if Adama Traore was on Wolves at that point in time. So, okay. So, yes, if we look at our team now, yeah. And at Barcelona the year, but I know it's like it was Cunha and Nunez last year. You're right. That's what it was last year. Yeah. So if we look at this team, Xerxes will get his legs under him and start to play. De Ligt will get in here, right? And he will be starting soon. And obviously, we need something. So let's talk about this position. Ugarte is very much, as I continue to say, the priority. United are pushing on that deal. United want to make that deal happen. And there's certainly some growing optimism that they can still get something done on this. It's everybody wants it. Yeah, I know Fabrizio will tweet. About it. Because he knew he wasn't in the squad, and that's what triggered the earlier tweet and all of that. Okay? He knew he wasn't in the squad. I know why. We're just going to leave it alone. It's not my thing to say right now. We're just going to leave it alone. Okay? Ugarte is the priority. And we're pushing for him, and I think there's something that could get done here. There's definitely some optimism. Everybody's trying to make this deal happen. The player, Mendes, all of that. I don't think PSG will hold up a deal that Mendes wants to get done and screw over their player. Ugarte's left out of training. He's left out of the team. He's not in the squad. Now it's interesting that Sancho isn't either, despite sort of conflicting reports on PSG and all of that. So maybe there's something in that, but he's definitely the priority. Aside from him, of course, Sander Berge is still of interest, but it is true, and there's reports today, and these are definitely accurate, that Sander Berge has other options in the Premier League. And if United don't make a move for him pretty quickly, that option could well disappear pretty soon and no longer be an option for United. So they've got to make a kind of decision now about it, about whether they're going to go for him or not. Because if he's a backup option to Ugarte, which he is, and they're serious about it, then they may lose that backup option soon. So I think that might push them to making a decision. I think it was the Richard Fay, was it? Somebody wrote the article this morning about that, and it is absolutely accurate. So I think that United, it's really time to press ahead with Ugarte and get this done. They want to do it. I think if we do this, and you look at this team, and then you have Lenny Yoro, and you have Garnacho, and you have Mason Mount, and then hopefully you can get a fullback back at some point here. And you have Casemiro, who's then a bench player, and Eriksen is a bench player. Maguire on the bench, Yoro. This is a hell of a team. This is a hell of a team. And look at the ages. Young, in their primes, young, in his prime, young, in his prime. Like, this is all prime years and young players developing who are going up the top level. It's such a good blend of players. It is incredible that I absolutely love it. So they're talking over Ugarte. I'm really getting more encouraged in everything I hear about this, that this could get done. I'm really encouraged that this could get done. And if we do it, my optimism will be sky high. I mean, if you watched the video yesterday, right, I said, we get a midfielder in, I'm going for it. I am going for, I'm just going to say it, that we're going to go for the title charge. I'm going to go for it. We're going to say it. That's what it is. We're going to say that the title charge is on. So let's go ahead and get that midfielder in. And I will not be... Now, when we come look at this after today's game, maybe we'll feel a bit different, because sometimes it takes just that to kill all the optimism. Or we get one of those 4-0s like we had, and it gets even worse. So 21 is coming. I know 2-1 Fulham is going to kill us, a late Traore goal or something. No, but the other thing we'll do is obviously later on after the game or on Monday or something, we'll look and say, what do we, later we'll look and we'll do, like, maybe we'd vote on ratings, things like that. But I'm excited. You want what I'm drinking? It's just an energy drink. Nothing special. We got Bruno and Mount up top. We got Bruno for another extra year, too. So you better get used to it. Xerxes will get in the team. Xerxes will get in this team, and so will Højlund. Højlund. Yeah, Højlund. I'm excited. I'm so excited right now. I mean, the optimism picks up to absolutely dangerously diluted levels right now. It does. I gave the season predictions yesterday. I know. I usually do. I often have coffee, but today well, I often also have energy drinks, but I like coffee too. It's just Okay, so I'm excited about this. We're moving forward. Yeah, what do we think now, guys? What else did I want to cover today? You can see why we need a fullback. If you look at all of the depth that we would have and where we're at, you can see why we still need some kind of cheap fullback. I mean, when Shaw comes in, then that's okay, and it'll help. But I mean, what is wrong? What's wrong with the lineup? What's wrong with the lineup? Season predictions from the United squad. Player of the season, a top goal scorer. I will say top goal scorer is Rashford. I'm going to back my guy, and I think with the false 9 situation and Xerxes and all of that, then that's very likely that he's going to have a good season. I think the player of the season has a really strong chance of being Kobbie Mainoo if we get him a partner. If we get him a partner. I know he's not in one of those positions where he's going to get a lot of goals and stuff, but I think everybody will see his impact is incredible if we get him a partner. And if we don't, then it's going to be one of our forwards, because we're still going to be playing on the break a lot. And we're still going to concede a lot of goals, so it won't be a defender. Yeah. So it could be Rashford for both if we don't get a 6. So yeah, that's what I think. Top scorer going to be Anthony. Yeah. He doesn't like the false 9. Well, that's all right. So yes, one thing I do want to mention. I will be live on Tifo tonight. Okay, the link is down below. As I've said before, to watch this game, we will do the watch along together. They have GIFs in the comments. It's great. They have threads. I can bring people on. I'm going to bring people on to talk at halftime. I'm going to bring people on to talk at the end of the game. We're going to watch it along together. There's a link in the description below to sign up. Use a little code. It's in like alpha, beta area, and it is launching so soon. They showed me the things that are coming on it. It's so cool. It's really why I'm kind of building up this platform. Look, you can see people talking over here. It's why I'm kind of pumping on this platform because it's so cool. It's so cool, and there will be an app, but what they have coming in terms of the things they're presenting, where there's like a tactics board and all sorts of stuff, and alongside the scoreboard, you can see where it will actually have the scores and the time counter and all of that. It's so cool that it's just, I don't know, it's really cool, the stuff they're putting together. It makes me very excited because there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't be able to do on my own, and so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's been a really nice time doing those there, and it will be providing something different, and there will be stats and there will be tactics and all sorts of stuff that will show up, and it's all being launched formally, and then you won't have to sign up to watch at that point in time. You just can click and join in a couple of weeks. But that's why I'm pushing it a lot, because when I've used it and talked to the guy who's running it and building it, and he's a wonderful guy and provides a lot of support on this, it's just such an interesting and innovative idea that I think people will really love when it's fully out. Right now it's cool, but when it's fully out in a couple weeks, what it has is awesome. It's super cool. So yes, come join me there. Use the link below. Let's hang out together. It'll be a lot of fun. Otherwise, what else is there? Was there anything I wanted to cover? And I'll put the timer on there so that people can watch it as well. What was I gonna do? Was there anything else I needed to cover today? I feel like there was. Maybe there isn't. Yeah, presentation. Usually it comes about 20 minutes beforehand. I don't have the time yet, but it should come around that time. Just a little bit before. What jerseys are y'all wearing today? You know, give me some info. Are you wearing, what do you wear? You know, maybe if you're in the US like me, you're probably watching at work, so maybe you don't get to wear a kit during the game. But what are you guys watching? What's your choice for these games? This Bruno one has been the one I've had the best luck in. So so I wear this one. United definitely looking still at left backs. Yeah. Nothing? Fully nude or like no jersey? Sorry. New away shirt. Yeah, I'm gonna get the third kit at the end of the season for sure. Keen 99 UCL, the one Marshall cooked in, shirtless. Watching at work, so you're also shirtless. A United t-shirt, RVP. Yeah, these are good choices, good classics. No kit today. Every time you wear one, we lose. Yikes. Okay. So to summarize some of the news, and then I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to get to Tifo afterwards. And again, thank you all for watching. And please come join me there. Anybody, it's a lot of fun. And I will try to do as many of them as I can this season. Sancho missing from the squad. Let's keep an eye on that next week, because it certainly could be related to a transfer. Ugarte, United are getting a bit more optimistic about the possibility of a deal happening before the end of the year, before the end of the window. And there's a lot of push on all sides to get something done there. Berge could be not an option for United soon, as there are other choices potentially on the table for him. Left back still being looked at. And the opener today, and we will see where we go. Okay? That's what I've got. De Ligt is just not fully fit yet to start, but he will probably play some minutes. Same with Xerxes, and I think by next week they will be starting. Okay? No worries there. Mazraoui had a full preseason. It's that simple. And then based on performances, you know, Garnacho, Ahmad, Rashford, everybody's going to be playing there, okay? We're here, guys. The Premier League. It's back. United are back. We are ready. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. So hopefully I'll see you all a bit later. Again, the link in below. And then otherwise, I'm going to do the post-match thing there too, because I can bring people on for spaces. And then I'll probably cut it up and put it on YouTube to watch afterwards if you want to watch like post-match discussion and all of that. So catch those videos too. And enjoy. Okay. Thank you all. See you all later. Enjoy the game. Have a great evening. And fuck, we gotta win this one. Okay? See y'all later. Have a good one.